I've got my underground utility crew up here with me today, laying out our electrical line. Oh, Sweet Pea there's been playing in the mud and mad because he's got to wear a sweatshirt. But we're getting ready to run some power. And so they've helped me lay out a line across through there that we can dig our trench, but I'm gonna have to give my foreman here, I'm gonna have to give her credit. When I come up here, there's no electricity in front of this property. Well, I'll be honest with you, when we bought it, didn't think anything about it because electricity is pretty much available everywhere, but the line stops up there at that house up at the top of the hill. So I met the power company out here and they said, well, Travis, you're gonna have to cut 5 or 6 trees down out of the creek, run it across, and it was gonna cost a war pension, and it just wasn't gonna be good. So Kristen said, well, won't you just think about running it from over there at that house over there, tying onto their line. So I'll have to give old Mom credit there. She saved old Dad here a lot of time and money. So we've pulled us a string across through there and painted us a line so the digging can begin. So hopefully we'll get juice up here before long. Well, it's Monday afternoon. I took off work a little bit early. I'm gonna try to start digging my electrical conduit trench. I got about 500 feet to go before I get up to where their box will be. I've got to put 3-inch conduit in the ditch, and they want 42 inches to the top of the conduit, so I'm gonna try to take this ditch down to 48 inches. So I've got quite a bit of digging to do before I get there. Got my line painted on where I want it to go. I don't know if you can see that on the ground, but I've got it painted. So we're hopefully dig with that line and keep it as straight as possible with as high as that pipe is now. I don't want to get crooked with it. But let's start digging, see if we can get it put in the ground. Basically got 48 inches, about how deep I want my trench. So if I set my bucket down flat, you can see the top of about the top of my thumb right there is 48 inches. Well, it's about 50 inches to there. So that's kind of my reference guide as I work my way back. But the thing I'm worried about here is, if you watched any of my previous videos when I was putting the water line in, I got into a bunch of slate rock putting that water line in, and that's the last thing I want to encounter here with having to go 4 feet in the ground. That will not be fun if that's the case. I'm lucky so far I've not hit any, but I'm gonna hold my breath and plan. Keep digging into the darkness. I'll catch you on another day. so much for my pretty straight trench. I've hit this slate right in this section. This is the last of it. Got about 40, 50 feet here. So I'm digging over 2 or 3 buckets wide so I can get under those seams, try to break it up. So I'm gonna try to get it broke up down to level, fill it back up, and then come through and dig my trench again. So for you guys that work and rock every day running equipment, I feel for you. It'll beat the crap out of you. Well, we've got a ditch. The old Yanmar here, she had to earn her keep on that one. That rock was a pain in the butt. But we got it put in. It's where I hit those seams, those rock seams, it's hard to keep the bottom of it perfect. So I'm plenty deep enough everywhere, so we're gonna roll the pipe in there. And then if I've got some little low areas, I'll throw a little dirt under it and pack it in. And we'll leave this open until the power company comes out and inspects it, and then we'll roll it back over. My intention was throw the dirt back further, and then if I could have kept my trench clean like this, I'd have just straddled it with a trailer and just slid it right off and just worked my way right out. But with what happened out there, I'm just going to step over here to the side and we'll roll it in there that way. So next on the agenda. Has anybody ever seen a trailer load of gold? Well, based on what they charge for this stuff, that's about the equivalent. It's funny how the supply chain now is just about non-existent. But I had to drive about an hour to get this stuff. Nobody locally had it, but it ended up as about $6 a foot. So I can remember when it was 3 or 4. Not what you want to here when you're buying a bunch. Well, the underground utility crew has showed back up. Kristen was just telling Brantley and I that she's looked more forward to this than if she were going to go to the beach for a week. She said 10 minutes with me digging a ditch was worth more than a week at the beach.
And you couldn't even make it through it without laughing.
Hey, I got the lead guy and gal here. We're gonna run some pipe up through there. They may take this back off, but got the wrong bit for my drill. Alright, that'll hold us. Alright, kiddos and Mom, we're off to the races. We'll come back and we'll cut this off. Well, actually, we can go ahead and do that.
Now, watch the ninja get out of the hole. Whoa! Timber!
We'll use this for a little standpipe up there on top of the hill. you be the shovel man here.
I got that
Good.
purple stuff on me.
That won't hurt you. All right, Brantley. Move the shovel.
Okay.
Get to moving.
It's heavy. Brantley down there where Daddy's holding. Move.
Get on down on the end.
Here?
Lay her down.
I caught the shovel. Well, while you're doing that, I'll put some more pipe up here.
Hey, pull that tractor up.
I'll do that.
I can show you.
Brantley, show you. I'll tell you, it helps having an extra set of hands or two. It'd be rough wrestling in this in here by myself, so thankful for the old underground utility crew. It's good for old Squirt there to do a little work as well. Got old city girl here. I'm gonna bring her out here to the country and make a farm girl out of her. I'll have her bush hogging before you know it. We done got her cannon, so she's on her way.
Okay, we're getting closer. We are getting closer. Went from down there to right here. So we're moving on. We still got a lot of pipe left.
All right, we're about at the finish line. 440 foot of conduit. Once we get that one put on, and then we'll put our long sweep 90 on it and turn it up. Brantley's doing the honors here on the last connection. That should be good, Brantley. Just pull it and clean it. Bring it what's in the bottom. Just bring it out with you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Still amazes me that you can talk through a pipe that far and you can hear it.